third week of July. We have a new moon this week on Tuesday, July 14th. But before that, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have Monday, July 13th, where our relationships can really have an impact on us today. So Venus is receiving a square from Uranus Monday, July 13th at 7:27 a.m. Pacific. So we wake up under the sky where our desire is to have space. Our desire is to feel not sort of boxed in or have somebody's thumb over us or being bossed around or told what to do. We have this desire for liberation and freedom coming into our relationships, but it can feel a little bit clunky the way we go about searching that, seeking that. Oh, look at the cutest little puppy in the world. So when Uranus comes in and squares Venus, it's this feeling of, don't tell me what to do in this partnership. Don't tell me what to do in these relationships. In fact, I am seeking something that is going to satiate my desire for excitement, something new, something bright and shiny. And the way I go about seeking that out might cause a little bit of shock or a little bit of discomfort within my partnership. That is what Uranus brings in, especially in a square. The more spontaneous we can be in our partnerships on this day, the more we can move away from expectations put on us because we want to be spontaneous and free. That is the feeling of relationships on Monday, July 13th. Then we enter Tuesday, July 14th. We have a new moon coming in at 21 degrees of Cancer. She will be exactly new, the tiniest sliver in the sky while we're sleeping. Hopefully we're sleeping at 2:43 a.m. Pacific. The sun is in Cancer. The moon is in Cancer. There's a lot of Cancer in the heavens. This is going to directly affect Cancers, obviously, but especially those born between July 11th and July 17th. It can be challenging for Aries and it can be challenging for Libras under this double Cancer sky, especially those Aries born between April 9th and 13th, and especially those Libras born between October 13th and 17th. Just a lot of Cancer in the sky. Let's talk about this new moon in Cancer. So she is home. She's in her ruling sign. So she's settling in. She's getting cozy. It feels good. This is a watery sky. Cancer is a sign of water, but it's those life-giving waters. It's those birthing waters, birthing creativity, birthing humans into the world. She's the giver of life, our darling Cancer archetype. She's the womb, the mother, femininity. So we're asking ourselves under this double Cancer sky, what do we want to birth into existence with this particular new moon? Because during new moons, we do want to plant those seeds. What do we want to bring in under these life-giving waters? We are resetting. We're getting a fresh start for something here. It's an emotional reset. We want to do a lot of self-care. It's a quiet sky. It's a quiet time. We want to take care of our inner world. We want to take care of our home space. We're turning towards our family, our inner circle, our roots, the foundations of our life. We are creating safety and security for ourselves and our inner circle, our family. We're creating sacred home spaces under this particular new moon. We want to create a home sanctuary under this new moon. Now, the planet speaking to this new moon, so Mercury is right in the mix. Mercury is conjunct this new moon, but Mercury is retrograde right now. So what does it mean when a new moon meets up with Mercury and Mercury is pulling in a retrograde fashion from this new moon? Our mind gets activated. We want to express, we want to talk, but because Mercury is retrograde, we want to express and we want to talk about things of the past. There's something that maybe we didn't get to say before, something that wasn't finished, a conversation maybe, something that we need more clarity on from long ago or in the recent past. And we want to bring it up so that we can clean it up and put a period at the end of the sentence and move on. This new moon is also receiving a square from Saturn. So here we have Cancer, super emotional sky, super intuitive, very feeling, very warm, very cozy. And in comes Saturn in a square. And Saturn can create limitations and blockages to what? The emotions of Cancer. Cancer says, I want to feel, I want to emote, I want to be close to my people, I want to be home. And Saturn comes in and says, no, wipe up the tears, get your work boots on, let's do something productive, toughen up. And Cancer says, but I want to be soft, I don't want to toughen up, right? So there's that clunkiness here. Now it can create healthy boundaries for us with our families or with those close to us. You know, Saturn is really good at limitations and drawing a line in the sand. So that's that beautiful new moon in Cancer. And then this whole weekend, there's such sweetness in the sky. So Friday morning, we wake up July 17th with the moon and Venus holding hands. 8:06 a.m. Pacific. Such a sweet morning. They're meeting up at 8 degrees of Virgo. This is emotions, our feelings, what we're tender around, our vulnerabilities, being sweetly held by this planet of love and beauty and connection. Friday morning can be a very romantic morning. It could be this desire to be with the one that we love. Moon and Venus together, there's such a sweetness, it's palpable. We want to wake up to love notes. We want to buy our person flowers or receive the flowers. We want to be holding hands and really in reverence to the beauty and honoring the partnerships that we are in and that we have created for ourselves. Romance is in the air. A lot of forgiveness is in the air too. You know, Venus can be a very forgiving planet. And when she meets up with the moon, there's such a vulnerability and a tenderness. So very sweet, very romantic. Friday, July 17th morning. And then Saturday, July 18th, more sweetness. We have this happy sun in Cancer receiving a sextile from the moon over in Virgo. The sun and the moon, the two luminaries, are in a happy dance in the sky above us. That makes our life down here a little bit easier, more cohesive. Things flow. Our inner world, the moon, and our outer world, the sun, are in simpatico. They have the same dance steps. They're not stepping on each other's toes, which just makes life down here flow a little bit smoother. That is going to be exact. We'll feel this all day, but it'll be really exact at 3:13 p.m. in the afternoon. And then more sweetness. That moon is going to move into Libra later that evening, 9:56 p.m. And the moon in Libra just also denotes like connection, heart connection. Where are my people? How do I honor my people? How do I show up for the other while not forgetting about myself? Two really sweet days back to back. Then Sunday, July 17th, we can't forget about this one. We have Mars receiving a sextile from Saturn at 11:11 a.m. Yes, angel numbers. So now our energy is receiving support from Saturn. On Sunday, July 19th, I hope that you have something productive to do because that is the energy under this particular sky. Mars is action and Saturn gives us a strategy, a plan, a goal. This is what we're going to do first. This is what we're going to do second. This is what we're going to do third to create a solid, cohesive foundation underneath our feet. Sunday, July 19th is a beautiful day to start some sort of a project because you're going to have the patience, the practicality, and the follow through and the hard work ethic that Saturn brings. It feels good to do heavy lifting. It feels good to do hard work. We're not easily distracted with Mars sextile Saturn on Sunday, July 19th. So do that project that you've been putting off, like cleaning out the gutters, going to get an oil change, things like that, practical things. Okay, that's the third week of July, and I will be back with week 4 of July here shortly.